we have Comcast with us today to discuss the right solutions to meet business goals. Welcome all.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. Just an overview. And you can see my screen, guys.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I'm just gonna jump in on who the team is that supports you guys. I've met a lot of you already. We've worked hand in hand together. I am Mandy Hirsch, the partner sales manager who supports all things TDM from a Comcast business perspective. Here is an overview. Just because we have 30 minutes, I'll kind of just go through this for the team. Zach Lawless is our inside partner sales manager. He takes care of all the quoting, the day-to-day while I'm out and Cheese is out meeting with our partners and our direct teams and other things. So and then Jeff Cheeseman is your solution engineer. Any technical questions he can help with. We have Jim Bing as our director, John Contreras is our executive signature partner director, and Matt Fosnut, who leads the channel. Kevin Spry is our global account executive who supports TDM. He handles all of the Comcast Business global opportunities, former Masergy. And Sean Mills' role was created roughly about 4 months ago. We were super excited for Sean to join our team. This is a brand new role. One of the places that we as an organization recognized that we were missing was in the existing business that our partners have from a residual perspective. And so yes, we were tracking down and running down, the opportunities of quoting a new business, but with Sean's new role, he can help not only look at what is existing, but also see if there are different solutions, I guess you could say, that we could go to market together from the Nitel acquisition and the Masergy acquisition in the past couple of years. So we are super excited to have him. I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. Just some channel updates. I co-selling with our direct team members. We have had this is not new, but the compensation of getting our direct team members to look at the business of channel integration is a lot more positive than what it used to be. So I just wanted to highlight that from just an overall, like, where our business is going. It's a huge initiative for us as an organization to go to market together. We've got some channel changes. The 20% uplift rule, if you've got an existing customer that has existing business with us, and let's say that account came from direct, we have the ability now with a 20% uplift in the enterprise solutions that we're going to talk about today, being able to bring that into the fold of the overall solution. We, in the past of Comcast Business, have looked at accounts from an opportunity level, so the account level. And so this is a brand new change in the last couple months here. Bringing the best from both organizations, from Nitel and Comcast. So when you look at our business from a product set and solution standpoint, you have, I would say you can categorize us in 4 different groups. I would say the legacy SMB space, where we've got our EDIs, ENS, EPL, broadband, legacy broadband, BVE, right? That still all stands true today, and we still have those offerings. Then the next, I guess you could look at from the Masergy acquisition, the Comcast Business Global, same thing, renamed it. That has allowed us to go to market, and not just from a domestic perspective, but also an international perspective. So we really can, with the conversation prior to these acquisitions, was okay. hey, is this in Comcast footprint? Is this out of in footprint, out of footprint? What does that look like? We essentially can provide last mile with the different wholesale agreements that we have. We can provide connectivity basically anywhere. We really want to get our conversations to the level when it makes sense to say, okay, hey, here's your main connectivity, here's your redundancy, here's your edge, your UCAS voice, and so on and so forth. Something that we are in the works of providing process to get out into the market is our new T-Mobile agreement that we just recently signed as an organization. Prior to having this, we had an agreement with Verizon. With that agreement was very limited on who we could sell to. So the parameters around selling wireless devices from utilizing Verizon's backbone, we were only able to sell to small business customers and residential. And on the small business customers, you could only sell 20 handsets. And that was the limit. Now with this T-Mobile agreement, we are able to sell up to 1,000. That is not in the market yet. They are in the process. The agreement was signed in Q1. We just got off an all hands call literally an hour ago, and they were talking about that process coming to our partner program and to our direct space in the next and by the end of Q4. So look to have some more training on that in the next couple months. We're super excited about that. Something else I wanted to let you guys, and I'll send this deck over to you after we're done here. But CV Source is a good place for you as a team to get some good one-pagers, information on products and promotions available, as well as maybe some spiffs for the different signature, trusted advisor, and executive tiers. So that if you want to scan the QR code or just wait to have this deck sent over, you can sign up. It typically takes about 24 hours when you request. And after that, you'll gain access and be able to find some information in there for you guys. Something else that we are really hitting home as an organization is our executive briefing centers. So what we can do with specific opportunities is bring our partners and our customers out to these 4 different locations to give kind of like a peek behind the scenes of all things Comcast that we can help with your customers. So Philadelphia, New York, Orlando, and Hollywood. Just an example, a couple months ago, we had a very large opportunity at the Minnesota market. And one of the prerequisites of doing business with us was the customer asked if we could introduce them to Jimmy Fallon. And so we set a meeting up at 3D Rock, and we were able to do that. So this, out of the box, just some tailored sessions to help impact your customers and show outside of what we as Comcast can do from the NBC perspective.
Hey, everybody. For those that don't know me, I am Jeff Cheeseman. I am the solution engineer, sales engineer, whatever term people go by these days. I have supported TDM for a long time, so some of you might recognize my name. Been in the channel supporting our partners for Comcast for about the last 11 years. My role is engineering, product. So I assist Mandy and team with product and technical questions around anything Comcast can do for you guys to help you sell. I can act as a standard sales engineer. I can be bridged into customer dialogue around anything from solution discovery to just answering general questions they may have about Comcast products and services. Today, we're obviously focusing on learning a little bit about Comcast. So I'm going to take you through kind of a brief, super high level overview of all the different types of services that you can position through the Comcast brand. And any of the stuff that you wanted more information on, we could spend, hours on single products. But we can set up additional training sessions after this. Today's about getting kind of a breadth of everything you could do. And that would include, just to start off, the fact that Comcast has acquired made two pretty significant acquisitions in the last 4 years. The first one being Masergy, which now we will refer to as CBG, or Comcast Business Global. And then more recently, a little over a year ago, we acquired Nitel, which was an aggregator within the channel space. And Nitel, really, that acquisition allowed us to become a true aggregation player within the space, being able to go out and seek out underlay from just about any provider in the market and get incredibly competitive pricing. But then also Nitel had a great set of tools that we acquired, which starts with their portal, their customer-facing portal. We have really elevated, pushed it to the forefront for anything we're quoting in the channel so that customers can take advantage of it. And I don't think we have time on today's call, but if you have an opportunity to sit in on a demo of that Nitel portal, I highly recommend it. Great visibility into analytics, ticketing, billing, all the stuff your customer is going to be looking for, all within one place when they purchase solutions through Comcast now. So let's start off in this slide. This gives you just kind of a snapshot of all of what we would consider to be the legacy Comcast Business solutions. So these were things we were selling as Comcast Business prior to either of those acquisitions. Everybody knows Comcast, obviously, as a cable TV operating company and a broadband internet and fiber-based internet service provider. In addition to that, we sold a variety of WAN services, Metro Ethernet primarily, and that would include things like private line services like EPL or any-to-any multi location type connectivity with our ENS product, also more commonly known as ELAN. And then, even prior to purchasing Masergy, Comcast began dipping its foot into the managed services space. And so we added things like managed router, which would include Cisco and Juniper gear, as well as a Versa stack for SD-WAN. We did direct to cloud offerings. So if you have customers looking for your connections into your Azure or AWS type space, we can offer private line connectivity into those spaces. And then we obviously sell into the voice landscape as well. We have a UCaaS product we call Business Voice Edge. And then we sell trunking services like your legacy PRI and traditional native SIP services. We have a newer product not listed on here, which is a SIP product that allows us to deliver and connect over any underlay. So if it's a customer maybe sitting in a data center where they have their voice servers and they want to take advantage of Comcast as well as other underlay providers, we can offer that service as well now. We can connect to like Microsoft Teams environments. So any type of solution like that, you're looking for the ability to sell the right fit solution for the customer, engage us, and we have a variety of different options on here. So we can move to the next slide, Mandy. Sorry. So I brought up Masergy, or what we're now calling Comcast Business Global. All of these products are available to you, but they're just kind of fall under different categories within Comcast. So anything falling under what we'd probably consider advanced managed services or security, SOC style services, falls under our CBG branding. And that's really where you're going to get into our Fortinet stack, which also includes SASE. As well as more advanced Meraki solutions. So we can sell Meraki direct through the legacy CB or Nitel channel, but also that service can be sold, or that technology can be sold through the CBG brand as well. Usually when we engage CBG, this is more for larger, more complex sales that have a security focus or an international focus. So Comcast can sell internationally now. We do it through CBG. When we acquired Masergy, We also acquired their global network. That network was built specifically for with time-sensitive applications in mind, and it also operates as our backbone for delivering high advanced SD-WAN services and connecting with our security landscape as well. So under this brand, you can see all the different things on here. We also have the ability to sell MPLS through CBG if that legacy product is something that you still have the opportunity to sell. But the big points on here are the ability to sell managed detection response, MDR services, or EDR services, endpoint detection response. So those specifically are security offerings. EDR, we partner with SentinelOne, but we back it by our own SOC. So we sell SentinelOne as a managed service that is supported and backed by our own 24/7 security operations center. And there's some advantages to doing that way. Any IT organization can go out and buy SentinelOne and just implement it out of the box. The advantage is purchasing it as a managed service and getting our actual human expertise, multiple certified individuals that live and breathe in the security space can help customers implement the correct protections for device protection, as well as analyze post threat environments and tune the knobs a different way after a threat occurs, those kind of things. So they get basically that extra level of security professional services when purchasing either our EDR or MDR product. EDR focuses on endpoint protection, so the devices. MDR is a more holistic security approach, so overarching across the entire network. So either of those we could probably spend an hour on in itself, but no, they are available. For MDR, we sell Rapid7, and again, we implement and use the Rapid7 tools, their XDR platform, but we back it by our own SOC environment. And with that is Comcast has a little bit more defined and curated security posture with MDR than Rapid7 does on their own. Everything we do, we customize specifically to the customer's requirements, where if they bought directly from Rapid7, some of their knobs are specifically turned on network standards or security standards across the industry and different verticals, whereas when Comcast implements their Rapid7 solution, we actually specifically customize the entire implementation to the customer. And again, we're backing it by our own SOC environment. So those are two big ones in this space. I mentioned Teams integration already. We also have global capabilities like things like SIP trunking and another UCaaS product, cloud connectivity, SASE. The entire Fortinet stack is available. So some varying architectures we can build for your customers, completely customized using the Fortinet or Meraki stack. So really, again, with the CBG, we're talking international capabilities and advanced security capabilities. So if you want to move on, Mandy, I know we're short on time, so I'm trying to move fast. So then we get to Nitel, which again, we acquired them a little over a year ago, I want to say. And the big benefits of the Nitel acquisition, as I already mentioned, is the portal, customer-facing portal that we have now rebranded for Comcast, giving customers a single pane of glass for complete visibility into trouble ticketing, proactive monitoring, seeing all of their sites, devices, anything they're buying through Comcast all in one place, analytics, all available within that portal. And then from a solutions perspective, we are sort of now leading with the Nitel way of quoting services, and then obviously the portal tool. And so most quoting you'll see come from Comcast now in the channel will be quoted on what was formerly Nitel paper. And we are rolling most of our products, even the CB legacy products, into there. That's the plan moving forward. So right now you can quote dedicated internet, and that would include both Comcast dedicated internet, our EDI product, as well as all of our aggregation capabilities. So it's nice if you send us a bid, we can pull multiple providers, including Comcast, and actually move whichever is the best fit for the customer, whether that be on budget or if they have specific diversity requirements or whatever. we can get the proposal built based on multiple different options that came back and make sure we're picking the one that makes the most sense. We can quote Comcast broadband as well as all the other cable operating companies' broadband services in this aggregation portal or aggregation play. But then we also have the ability to quote managed LTE or fixed wireless, LEO services, so Starlink. Again, 4G, 5G, managed 4G and 5G, tons of options available. So really, we can build turnkey solutions with a variety of different underlay types. And that becomes increasingly important when you talk about technologies like SD-WAN, where we can build out a turnkey solution that may include, maybe Comcast dedicated internet as the primary underlay, but your customer has, wants diversity, but they want a lower cost secondary option like LTE or something. All of that entirety of that solution can be quoted by Comcast in a single, basically on all solutions on a single paper, all added to a single portal environment, giving them true turnkey solution and capabilities all in one place. I'm not going to go through every single product on here, but you can kind of see all the different products that are available for us to quote within that Nitel environment now, which is now Comcast. And then past Nitel, CBG, and the legacy Comcast, we also have another branch that is called GES. And this is it used to be called Custom Enterprise Solutions. Now it's GES, Global Enterprise Solutions. Basically, they have access to all of the products and services across all the different branding, but they are taking a more customized approach. We can even do managed takeover. So if your customer, for example, had a bunch of existing Meraki gear they invested in, but they didn't want to be responsible for managing any longer, or they were kicking out their existing IT services company or something along those lines, and they were looking for somebody to take it over, we can validate those types of solutions and maybe be able to take over. All GES proposals are, again, completely validated individually and customizable. So when engaging a GES style solution, it's probably going to take a little bit longer to turn around a proposal because we're going to dig in on every single element, and every single element is going to be customized for the customer requirement. So there might be professional installation requirements. It could be varying vendor types. So it could be a mix of different vendors, not just Meraki. Maybe there's a mix of Palo Alto, Meraki, Fortinet, Velo, whoever. We have to take the time to evaluate, and then we can put together a proposal based on what services we're gonna do. So there are some rules to engage in this group. We won't get in that now, but if you have an opportunity, just know Comcast really can tackle any vertical, any type of customer, and we can offer full turnkey solutions that can include the varying underlay, aggregated third-party carriers, different managed services that include companies like Fortinet, Meraki, Cisco, Juniper, and varying different SIP-backed offerings like UCaaS or SIP or PRI, native SIP, Teams integration, any of that stuff. It's all available under Comcast branding. You have the ability to sell all of it, and this team is here to help you navigate all that. So any questions?
Thank you, Chief.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to move fast. There's a lot of content there.
Yeah, I think the moral to this, I know we're at time, is we at Comcast we have a lot to offer. We've went through a lot of acquisitions and getting the messaging out there to you guys. So I think best step forward is just reach out, open door here, and we're here to work on anything and answer any questions you have. I often work with Tristan and Barry, Julie, Scott, so Ed and Chris. So if you guys got anything that, any questions and want to run situations by us, our ask is get with us early and often in discovery so we can help right size the best fit for you guys and your clients.
Hey, Mandy, I don't mean to interrupt you, but do you have time to answer 4 questions?
Yeah, we are on your time, so we just wanted.
Excellent. No, we can go a couple minutes over. Do you offer Starlink is the first question.
The answer is yes. From any,
Absolutely. We offer
go ahead.
Starlink in some different varieties, actually. It can be sold through all the different channels I mentioned. Primarily, we'll sell it through our Nitel wing. And you know, if you have a Starlink opportunity, bring it forward because we do have some different options on how we can quote it. There are what you'd call like a nomad offering. So we have a mini movable satellite with lower tier packages, but then we also have a more permanent solution where we provide a satellite that's meant to be mounted and stationary and can get, I believe, up to 400 meg downloads. So there are some options with LEO services there.
Okay, great. And do you offer POTS replacement?
We do, but for POTS replacement, it is only available within CB legacy footprint, so Comcast footprint. It's an SMB product that we basically will bring in a cable modem and offer voice lines peeled off of our cable modem, so it runs over our coax plant. But it is great for you know, usually alarm lines, fax lines, elevator lines, or if the customer has like an old key system or something and they're just looking for basic voice lines. So just know that that particular option is only available within Comcast franchise footprint, though.
All right. And the next question is, do you offer, is it DDoS? Am I saying that right?
Yep,
DDoS?
DDoS
Okay.
mitigation. Yeah.
Yes.
So that is also a Comcast legacy product. We can protect Comcast EDI, and then we can protect secondary DIA if they also are buying Comcast EDI, and we can set up basically like a BGP environment, and then we can actually protect both DIA connections. But it is our DDoS mitigation service was originally developed under Comcast and was meant to protect Comcast services. So we have not expanded that into protect like third party protection quite yet. It probably is going to be opened up to third party, but as of right now, it is a Comcast specific DDoS mitigation protection service.
Great. And then do you do managed IT help desk?
Somewhat. It depends on what you're, I would say individual case basis. Like we're not selling like IT services like as a product. Like we're not signing up subscription service where somebody could just have us as their IT. In larger deal scenarios, if they needed additional like professional services for implementation and those kind of things, we can offer those types of services. But again, it's not I wouldn't say it's a standalone offering. It would be more to facilitate closing of a larger deal if the customer needed additional help with implementation and those kind of things. Yeah, we offer some varying professional services past the DMARC.
All right. A couple more questions. Do you offer Verkada cameras?
Uh, I am not 100% sure. We do have some IoT services that include cameras that we can position, I believe, through GES. We'd have to look into that. I don't know that brand off the top of my head. It's not my expertise, but if there was an opportunity, I'm sure we could set up a call with somebody from our GS org that would be able to answer all those questions.
Okay, great. And do you have a circuit monitoring product?
So yes, varying managed services are available. We we sell I don't think we do circuit monitoring if it's not sold through us. Um like we could either aggregate anybody and add our managed services, or you know, basically through any of the brands I mentioned. Comcast was offering managed services. Nitel offers proactive monitoring and managed services. We also have a Wattbox solution. This isn't exactly what you're asking for, but if you're not familiar with Wattbox, Wattbox is a remote reboot product. And so if that's implemented on any circuit, whether it be a Comcast circuit or something we aggregate, it is visible within that Nitel portal that I talked about, and your customer has the ability to remote reboot any gear that's plugged into that Wattbox. So it helps with IT organizations that maybe are a little stretched thin. They can't always get out to sites. This gives them some additional visibility and control over some of the devices on site if they do need to do a reboot.